Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, considering that 2 in 3 physicians have symptoms of burnout. And the first is to understand that the spectrum of burnout is quite broad, right? So minimal symptoms that to some extent, unfortunately, are a part of the medical practice. We're in a very stressful environment, to the spectrum of really severe moral injury, right? I want to give up what I'm doing because I cannot stand medicine anymore. And I have seen all that spectrum. And I've been burned out myself at some point when I was in corporate. I was not able to set boundaries, which will be the first advice that I can give to any physicians. And I feel that I was unstoppable, which I was in the professional realm, but my life, my quality of life. So that's one of the lessons I learned, to learn to set boundaries. And now I went far and beyond. Nowadays, I have set what I call my non-negotiables. There are things that are part of my life that are not negotiable. There's no money that no one can pay me that will replace the specific time I can dedicate for my family to have dinner every night. To give an example, that's one of my non-negotiable. And I encourage any physicians to define that and think and reflect about the trade-off when you're going through a contract negotiation and things like that, to consider what are the things that really truly matter to you. The second thing I want to say about burnout is that sometimes it's important to understand that being tired and burnout sometimes it's not about overworking, but it's about under-resting. I encourage any physicians to also acknowledge the fact that we need time to recover, and recovery time is crucial in whether you are an entrepreneur or you are an active practicing physician. And I'm going to sideway a little bit. I'm going to say that I was presenting at the topic of burnout among entrepreneurs, and I was trying to find what are the stats, what is the statistics of entrepreneurs, and even though it's quite broad, let's start by defining what an entrepreneur is. I found a study that was published a couple of years ago about digital entrepreneurs, people that was in the digital health space, not only in medicine, in general. And interesting, the incidence of burnout was pretty much the same as the incidence of physician burnout in the United States. The point I'm bringing to the table is for anyone entertaining entrepreneurship, be mindful of the fact that burnout exists. And I have coached, and probably you have as well, very successful entrepreneurs that are struggling with burnout too. So those are the thoughts that I have. And I think that it's important that coaching, I think, is a very powerful tool that still is an evolving field. And I hope that as the field is expanding, physicians have more access to physician coach or coaches in general that can offer them that way to work on their mindset, build their boundaries, and more important, get to that point of clarity where you know or feel fairly confident about what to do next with your life, with your business, or whatever stage you are in your life and career.